All right, guys, but you know what? Let's start off talking about Demi Lovato because she's created a storm, a social media storm, when she posted a Twitter message where she was referring to the Super Bowl being boring.
But the problem was the way she put it, okay? Because it started a chaos. What she wrote was, so far, 21 Savage memes have been my favorite part of the Super Bowl.
All right, yes. So that's incorporating now, you know, some controversy because here's the backstory. 21 Savage has been detained by ICE earlier in the morning and accused of overstaying his visa since he is a British national, which quite frankly, a lot of people didn't even know that you know, he's a British national, right?
Didn't know.
Did you guys know?
You know how I found out?
It was from
Through Latinx Now social media. I'm there.
I did too.
What do you mean?
I'm looking at it and then I'm like, wait, hold on.
Link in bio. What?
Link in bio, go in, read the whole story on Latinx Now. Now, I'm not putting this as an ad, guys. This is not an ad.
Or maybe it is.
But I had no idea he was from the UK.
No, not at all.
No one knew. That's why it was funny, because I was like, who would have thought?
Right.
Yeah.
So a lot of people started posting memes and funny comments and all of that, you know, sort of laughing at the situation. But look, at the end of the day, we're talking about a possible deportation.
Yeah.
It's a very serious
Sensitive.
matter, and a lot of people are taking it seriously. Like, for example, Offset did respond to Demi's tweet, and he's like, hey, you know what? This is what he said. He replied with, all the memes ain't funny when somebody going through it, going through something. It ain't funny, his family depending on him. So basically saying, you know what, this isn't funny and his family depends on him to work and you're here laughing at it, not cool.
He wasn't the only one also that tweeted back. There was several tweets from everybody, but there was one in particular that did spark more, and it was from Wale. Wale ended up replying back to Demi as well, and he wrote, why is somebody freedom funny? I don't get the joke. And that's when Demi ends up replying back, and she's like, Wale's just salty. I never replied to his desperate tweets years ago. And then this is when Raleigh replies back, guys. Sorry, I know this is like a whole little chat.
No, but this is the
when
story.
It gets good.
Yes.
This is when it gets good, because then Wale replied, super classy, and he writes, still ain't gonna disrespect you. Still praying for you, Demi. Glad you see my old tweets. Hopefully you've seen the ones providing comfort and prayer when you were down. I don't kick people when they down. Go Queen.
And then that's it. No
and
further
then what did she do?
Deleted her account.
She deleted her account. That's when she was like, his mic drop, and she was like, no, I have
Of course. So you know what? Of course, this all begs the question, you know, is it unfair, all these nasty comments about her tweet, you know, or should she be getting this type of backlash, right? And look, I actually want to speak about this first because the truth is, right, we do have mixed feelings. She's the first one to say, hey, you know what, people have been talking nasty about me, it's not cool, and she's actually done that in the past, so much so she's gone off social media because of people making fun of her.
Yeah, this isn't her first social
media. And here
media.
she is making fun of somebody's serious situation, right? Look, I gotta admit, I laughed. Like, there was a couple funny ones I laughed, right? But at the end of the day, again, it's a deportation. I'm not publicly saying, hey, this is funny and this is the only, besides the Super Bowl. It was just not the right thing to do. It's not cool.
Yeah, maybe she wasn't thinking about the deportation when she did it. Like, I understand. It's not, I don't agree fully, but I understand, because maybe she wasn't really thinking about that part of, like, the serious issue. She was just like, oh my God, who would have known that he was British?
Yeah.
Like, lol.
Lol.
No, I do agree. I remember just first and foremost agreeing with the part that the Super Bowl, to me, and I'm not a big Super Bowl person, but it was a little boring.
It was boring.
It was boring. I didn't see that much
I would
action.
never see that. I would never.
But exactly, we just watch it for the halftime and the commercials and whatever.
Yeah.
But when I see that he's on Latinx Now, that he's British, I was like, oh, what? I would have never. But then her writing this is where it goes sour. It goes south because of the immigration, because he is getting deported, because he is being detached from his family. You guys, 21 Savage is basically from ATL. Like, he has his family raised there. His business started in Atlanta.
He's been there for years.
He's been there for years, and it sucks, especially like us. Like, I was born in Miami, but I still consider myself 100% Nicaraguan or 100% Colombian, so I'll always be attached to them. But for somebody to say, hey, Nas, you're not from, like, Nicaragua, I get hurt. So I'm sure he probably feels the same way when we're like, you're not from Atlanta, you're probably from the UK.
Right.
Go back home. And then you have somebody like Demi coming on here and saying, hey, you know what? Ha ha ha, I was laughing. That was my favorite part of the whole Super Bowl. It sucks because it's a very serious
Of course, no, absolutely. Especially since
situation.
she's one to, you know, tell people to not throw stones, and then, you know, she's here throwing stones. I think she could have done a much classier move than say, hey, you know what? You're right. I apologize. I shouldn't have laughed at this. It is a serious issue. And then that's it. You know, like, let's move on and then let's all learn from this. But this whole, like, let's shut down Twitter, she'll be back in a week.
Yeah, but you know, and I think you said something that is definitely a key point, is accountability.
Accountability,
I think when
yes.
people take accountability, I think it does, you know, because we're human. We mess up, and it's okay to mess up. It's okay to meter la pata, like we say it in Spanish, you know? Sometimes you just put your foot in your mouth and you say things you don't really mean, and you can come on and say, you know what, guys, I do apologize for it. I'm so sorry. I think running away from the situation is not a good look on her.
Yeah.
But then again, we also have to remember Demi Lovato and where she has been the past couple of months. You know, she's still growing. She's dealing with internal issues. So I'm sure this is a lot for her. And I'm sure she probably got on Twitter and was like, hey, I want to reconnect with everybody and be laughing. And then...
No, and then I think she said it, was it on Instagram or Twitter? Whatever. That's what she said, like, this is why I don't tweet anymore.
Right.
Because of, like, the...
Yeah, she went on Instagram to say that.
on Instagram.
You're right.
Which,
you're right.
in fact, she actually even called out Wale on Instagram because she then did write like an apology, like saying, sorry guys.
An
like,
apology-ish.
It was a little apology-ish.
Yeah.
It wasn't like full on, but she was like, I'm sorry that I can't say anything and, you know, be attacked for it. And Wale, if you have anything to say, you can DM me.
Well,
so it's
yeah.
still kind of like aggressive.
I just think, again, she's attacked other people for saying things in the past. So you know what? If you can give it, if you can dish it, then you learn how to take it.
This is Latinx Now.
And if you liked what you saw, hey, subscribe. You know the button, so
Where?
click
yeah,
it.
the one right here.
It's right
Where?
here. It's right here.
Or maybe...
Or maybe.
Where it is.